Hey guys, it's Jim. I got a cigar, new one. It's a Romeo Y Julieta 1875 Habana Reserve, and it says medallas de oro. I don't know what that means. My Española is weak these days. I need to brush up. And it's a one of the torpedo. It's called, right? I think it's called torpedo. I don't know what they call this particular one. It doesn't say. But actually, I could measure it probably and figure out which one it's supposed to be. Well, who cares? It's a it's a cigar. We are gonna smoke it. The draw is nice. Let me get it lit. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use a match for this. I've got some matches I got from the shop the other day. So, they light up pretty good. Well, it lit pretty easy. Tastes kind of medium. There's a little bit of a um, it's a little got a little bit of spice to it, but it's mild. It's got a mild sweet up front, and then it's got kind of a spice to the back of the palate. But in general, it's not very strong. Not tobacco isn't very strong. Let me look it up. Oh, this light looks good. Excuse me. Okay, I looked it up on cigar.com. Romeo y Julieta Habana Reserve. It says Romeo y Julieta Habana Reserve is not your standard Romeo. Like most Romeo y Julieta blends, Habana Reserve hails from the Dominican Republic and is a welcome change to a brand that mostly produces mild to medium bodied cigars. It says this is full bodied. Romeo y Julieta came to light in 1875 and is now considered one of the top brands available today. They have now expanded their horizons even further with this medium to full bodied blend. I wouldn't call this full bodied. I would call it medium. But it's kind of it's a little strong, just a little strong with a little bit of spice. So yeah, I could see how people would say it's at that range or the top of the medium, bottom of the full body. But it says a mix of Nicaraguan and Honduran longleaf tobaccos make up the filler in this Habana Reserve. These tobaccos are bound together with a high quality Nicaraguan binder leaf, which is then masked by a flawless and very oily Nicaraguan Habano wrapper. Together, these tobaccos produce rich flavors that are robust and earthy, leaving a slight sweetness on the palate, considering of peppery undertones. That's funny. That's funny. That's exactly what I said. Well blended, using the best leaves available. Romeo y Julieta Havana Reserve is an excellent choice after a hearty meal. I could see that. Yeah. Like at a barbecue after eating, go off somewhere, the kids aren't around, and have a cigar. I could see that. It's very good. I don't know if this would be something I'd smoke over there every day, considering the hardy. It, yeah, I think it said that words. Did it say that? I'm getting that kind of feel from it. If we were to compare it to a beer, I'd definitely call this a porter. Not a stout, but a porter. It's got a lot more complexity to it than the milds, or like a lager or something like that. Hmm. I guess it's that Habano wrapper. It's making it a little bit more sweet. I don't know where the spice is coming from, but it looks like it's mostly Nicaraguan tobacco with a little bit of that Honduran in the filler. I guess this would be considered. I would consider this a little bit more standard fare, along the lines of a traditional, like a traditional cigar. Not not so much. There's so many cigars out today. I mean, you see like acids and people. They're trying to. It's almost like they're trying to expand the flavor profiles available so that more people will get into smoking cigars, which makes sense considering how much BS we hear about you know smoking. Everyone thinks that pipe smoking or cigar smoking is the same as cigarette smoking. And I've seen lots of people all smoke a pipe and they're like, that's bad for you, and they don't know anything about it. So I mean, there's you see kids that chew tobacco and they have to get their tongues and lips excised by the age of 26, and then you've got old men that smoke cigars and pipes and until old age, and they're no worse for wear. So from what everything I've gathered, it's not tobacco. It's how you enjoy it, the quality of the tobacco, and how you decide to enjoy it is what's going to adversely affect you. But yeah, this is good. I would definitely call this a very. It's got a very traditional cigar flavor to it. It reminds me of like some of the first cigars I ever smoked. Friends had babies, things like that. But it's definitely a good quality cigar. But this is probably not something you would want to have like everyday smoke. It's unless you favor that upper range of the medium bodied cigars, or stronger every day. But yeah, I can definitely see eating and sitting down with a beer or a cold drink out on the back porch and smoking this after dinner or something like that. It's just a little too complex to think of just smoking it for the sake of smoking it. But the draw is nice and easy. It's not airy, it's just easy. I kind of prefer a little bit more, less draw than this. Just a little bit more. I have to try a little bit more, just a little. But this has got a very, very easy draw. Yeah. And the wrapper is flawless, if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but The wrapper is just flawless. It's not loose at all. It was a little bit, that one little bit where I cut it, it was just a little bit coming loose, so I just wet it and put it back down. Be gentle with it. But yeah. Not much to say. It's not two-dimensional. I think it's just, I wouldn't consider it two-dimensional. I've smoked some cigars that taste two-dimensional to me, like it's missing something, like I want it to have something. And this one isn't like that. It's just classic. It's got a classic feel to it. Classic. The flavor on my palate just makes me think of a classic cigar. Yeah, but it's good. If you're looking for a after meal cigar or end of the day relaxing cigar on the back porch, I'd go for one of these. Okay, guys, I'm gonna finish this. Have a good one. Talk to you guys later.